When you were a child, making friends was easy. You sat next to someone. You shared a pencil. You played one game together. And suddenly, somehow, you were friends. There was no plan. Friendship just happened. So why does it feel so much harder now? Why can you meet someone you actually like, have a good conversation, even think we should hang out again, and then nothing happens? Life just quietly closes the door. And that is the strange part about adult friendship. It often does not end with a fight. It fades because nobody has enough room left to hold it. As a kid, friendship was built into your day. You saw the same people every morning. You sat in the same classrooms. You waited in the same lines. You were bored in the same places. And boredom is underrated. Boredom gave friendship space to grow. You did not need a reason to talk. You were just there, again and again. That repetition did something powerful. It made people familiar before they became important. Then adulthood arrives. And suddenly, nobody is automatically there. People move away. People work different hours. People get into relationships. People have kids. People get tired. And even when everyone means well, the easy repetition disappears. Now friendship has to be scheduled. And somehow the day never comes. Not because nobody cares, but because adult life is full of invisible friction. You have less time, less energy, more responsibilities, more history, and more fear of being rejected. When you are young, asking someone to play feels normal. When you are older, asking someone to hang out can feel strangely vulnerable. What if they say no? What if they are just being polite? What if they already have enough friends? So instead of reaching out, you wait for a perfect moment. A message that does not feel random. But friendship often needs the random message. It needs the small risk. It needs someone to say, "I liked talking to you, want to do it again?" The problem is, adulthood teaches people to look composed. Everyone seems busy. Everyone seems taken. Everyone seems like they already belong somewhere. So loneliness becomes private. You can be surrounded by people and still feel like there is no one you can casually call. You can have co-workers, contacts, followers, group chats, and still miss the feeling of one person who simply knows you. Modern life makes this even stranger. We are more reachable than ever. But reaching out feels heavier than ever. A message can sit in your phone for days. Not because you do not care. Because you are tired. Because you do not know how to restart. Because too much time has passed. And then the silence becomes another reason to stay silent. This is how friendships disappear without anyone choosing it. One delayed reply. One cancelled plan. One busy month. One move to another city. One life change after another. Until someone who once knew your everyday life becomes someone you only watch online. You see their vacation, their dinner, their new apartment, their birthday, but you do not know what they sounded like this morning. And that is what we really miss. Not just people, closeness, the kind that is made from tiny, ordinary contact, the kind where you do not have to perform an update about your life. You can just exist near someone. Making friends gets harder as you age because friendship is not only about liking people. It is about shared time, repeated contact, low pressure, small risks, and a world that gives you enough space to keep showing up. Most adults are not bad at friendship. They are living inside lives that make friendships strangely difficult. That is why it can feel so confusing. You can be kind, interesting, funny, open, and still lonely. Not because something is wrong with you, but because connection needs conditions. And many of those conditions quietly disappear with age. Still, the need does not disappear. Some part of you still wants the simple thing you had as a child. someone to sit beside, someone to laugh with for no important reason, someone who notices when you are not yourself, someone who becomes familiar because they keep coming back. Maybe adult friendship begins when someone is brave enough to create repetition again, to send the message, to suggest the walk, to invite someone twice, to stop pretending closeness should happen by accident. Because when you are young, life puts people beside you. When you are older, sometimes you have to choose to stay beside them. And maybe that is why making friends as an adult feels so hard. Not because you forgot how, but because friendship used to be automatic. Now it has to be protected.